So today's video is about one of my favorite pet related places in LA. Honestly, it's actually like one of my favorite places, period, probably after like Disneyland. And the place I'm referring to is Annenberg PetSpace, which is first and foremost an adoption center, but they also have a ton of resources available, both for people who already have pets in their family or people who are looking to adopt a pet. So if you are looking to adopt a pet and you go to Annenberg, they go above and beyond to like make sure that you are matched with the right pet for your family. And then they also provide follow-up support afterwards just to make sure everything is going smoothly once you get home. But I've been here multiple times and I am not looking to adopt a pet. And I'm also pretty knowledgeable about animals, but I always learn something new when I go there. It definitely seems like all of their staff and volunteers are like experts when it comes to animal care. I've asked them for like toy recommendations and trying to figure out what might be a good match for my kids at home. And you can tell that everything in their gift shop was really like thoughtfully chosen. Like everything in there is a winner, and I have trouble going there without wanting to buy something. Actually, without wanting to buy everything, because they're all awesome products. But yeah, if you're having trouble figuring out what your pets might like best, the staff is great at helping you kind of narrow it down and pick the right thing. I also love checking out the living spaces that the animals are in. They have dogs, cats, and rabbits there. With the dogs, it's kind of cool to see like what interactive toys they're playing with and like kind of what their play style is, because you hate getting a toy like that, bringing it home, and then your pet has like no interest in it. So you can kind of see what their personality is, and if they are enjoying it, then like maybe my dog will too. And then with the cats, you guys, they take catification to the extreme. They also have the book Catification by Jackson Galaxy in the gift shop if you are interested. But I like going to PetSpace to kind of see how I can make my space at home more cat friendly. So in addition to the smaller cat rooms, they also have this huge cat room with this big tree in the middle, which is basically like an enormous cat tree. And while that's definitely not something I'm going to recreate in my house, I think PetSpace has really made this space extremely cat friendly, so it's easy to take maybe the smaller bits and pieces and see what you can apply back at home. I also think it's really nice if you are looking to adopt, because I feel like as far as like comfort and happiness, like if a pet can't be at home, PetSpace is probably the next best place that they could be. And when the animals are confident and comfortable, that's when you get to see like their real personality. Like sometimes you don't get to see that in the shelter because animals are stressed. So I feel like this is a good way to see them kind of acting natural and just being themselves. The animals at PetSpace also get a lot of interaction with staff. They do a lot of training. They do a lot of positive reinforcement, like they'll bring the dogs out on leash to interact with the guests, so everyone can have a chance to pet them and give them a treat so they get rewarded for being very social, which also helps build confidence. I think that's especially important for like dogs who are maybe a little bit on the shy side. Kind of rewarding them for being social can help bring them out of their shell a little bit. As soon as you walk in, you see this huge touch screen with information about PetSpace, about the animals that are available, about past adoptions that they've done. They also have these touch screens set up like throughout the building, so you can get a lot of information as you pass through. I thought this was really cool. Like in front of each animal's living space, they have a big touch screen with their picture, their name, some basic information, and you can touch it and it'll tell you more about them. It'll tell you if they've had any training. It'll tell you if they have any special needs. It'll kind of tell you like what type of family they think they might be an ideal fit for. It'll basically tell you a complete profile about the animal that you might be thinking about adopting. And then if you need some more time to decide, you can also put in your email address and send yourself a link to the animals that you were looking at. So I really love Annenberg PetSpace, and I think that if you're an animal lover, you will too. They are unfortunately closed right now, like most places are, but I would highly encourage you to check them out once they are open again. I also highly recommend getting on their mailing list, because that's how you find out about upcoming events, classes, speakers they might be having, and a lot of those are really, really cool. Actually, the very first time I went to Annenberg PetSpace was to see Jackson Galaxy speak, who is like one of my favorite animal people. He was promoting the release of his newest book, Total Cat Mojo, which I think was about 2 years ago. But it was really, really cool to see him speak, and obviously I think you should read Total Cat Mojo. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I actually have an autographed copy of Total Cat Mojo. I mean, I have one for myself, an autographed copy, but I have an autographed copy to give to you also. I think this is a book that all cat parents should have and read probably more than once, especially if you've ever found yourself like confused by your cat's behavior or wondering what the heck their problem is. Chances are you're probably just having some kind of communication issue and your problem probably can be solved. So in this book, I mean, Jackson gives a great overview of cat behavior in general, but he also talks about specific problems like litter box issues and cats staying up and keeping you up all night. He talks about cats scratching things that they're not supposed to be scratching. He talks about nutrition. This is like a manual, a guidebook to living with cats. So the contest is going to be on Instagram, and I will post a link in the description below. And all you have to do to enter is tell me something you wish you understood a little bit better about your cat. Maybe there's a problem that you're having or something you're just confused about and you want to see if I can explain it. And if I can, I will. Otherwise, you will probably find it in the book. Otherwise, if your cat is a complete angel 24/7 and you never have any problems, you can go ahead and say that too. People might not believe you, but you can tell me. Also, this is kind of a tangent, but I'm going to tell you anyway because it might help you with your answer. But one of my favorite kind of stories to hear from clients is like when, let's say I have a dog or a cat that I'm taking care of and I've known them for a long time, I've known them for years, never known them to get in any kind of trouble. They're always super mellow, super calm, easy to take care of. Basically the kind of animal that you would not expect to be giving their parents any problems. I love hearing stories from when they were puppies and kittens and the client tells me about all the kind of mischief they got into and the destruction and like what a troublemaker they were. Total like polar opposite to what they're like now. So maybe if you're one of those people who's like, my pet never gets in any trouble, we never have any problems. Like if you want to tell me a story from when your cat was a kitten and the kind of mischief they got into, you can definitely make that your answer because I would love to hear it. Okay, speaking of mischief, my dog is demanding a walk. So I will post the link in the description box to the contest. Good luck, and I will see you in the next video.